news. We start with some excellent news coming in from Paris. Yes, we're talking about Olympics 2024 and great news for India as Manu Bhaker has won bronze for the country. This is the latest bit of breaking news update coming in. Manu Bhaker is all set to bring back home a bronze medal after a sensational performance in the finals. Remember, she was qualified to the medals round today and just a few seconds ago, she's managed to clinch a bronze for the country. The big breaking news coming in at the moment from Paris Olympics 2024. Manu Bhaker showcasing her skills, her temperament and shooting well enough to now clinch a bronze medal at the Paris 2024 Olympics. A high pressure situation there for Manu Bhaker, but an experienced player really. She's just 22 years old and this, remember, is her second Olympic experience. Remember, she did participate in Tokyo 2020 as well. Unfortunately, she could not make it to the medal round given some sort of a problem in her pistol in the qualification round. But Manu Bhaker made it to the medal round and now is bringing back a bronze. So Manu Bhaker winning a bronze this Olympic 2024 in a high-pressure situation with a loud cheer from the Indian audiences. Now, remember, she's personally watched by Jaspal Rana, who's her personal coach. There were several other anxious fans as well who were there to applaud Manu. Excellent news coming in for the Indian contingent from Olympics 2024. In fact, my colleague Shivani also joins us with more details. What a sensational win this has been and what a journey for Manu Bhaker. Most certainly has been, one of the big hopefuls this Olympics for India. She's coming back with the bronze, Shivani.
Yes, that's, a big turnaround for her because last time around, Manu Bhaker had participated in multiple events as she's doing this time as well. And she couldn't quite perform to her potential last time around. In fact, it wasn't just her, but she was headlining, the shooting contingent in Tokyo. And there are always a lot of hopes from the shooting contingent for India because shooters have bagged medals from us, for us, starting with Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore in, 2004 in trap shooting. But last time around, shooters didn't win a single medal. We had a great haul of 7 medals last time, but shooters didn't feature in it. And Manu Bhaker is a unique athlete for us because she competes in as many as 3 events at the Olympics. So actually last time around and this time around too, she had the distinction or the possibility to win multiple medals, which no one from India has done in a single edition. So, she would be more relieved than anybody else. I do know that her family has been with her all through the last 3 years. When she was struggling after last Olympics, there were a lot of question marks on her conduct, on her mental fitness. And then there was this huge controversy with the then coach Jaspal Rana. A lot was going on, and I remember speaking to her and speaking to Jaspal Rana both at that time. And, Manu kind of maintained her focus, her dignity. Her family has been with her consistently. She's been performing very well, as she always does in the run-up to these Olympics as well. And now it's not a surprise that she has bagged, India's first medal in the 10-meter air pistol. She's won a bronze. I'm not sure if she would be 100% happy with that. I think she would have liked to change the color of her medal. But yes, this is now the opening medal for India. She has also broken the medal deadlock that Indian shooting was witnessing since 2012. So it's taken, more than 10 years for us to win another medal in shooting.
Yes, more than 10 years. The last was in 2012, and that's why there was so much hope from the shooting contingent this time around. And there are many firsts to this victory, really, Shivani. This performance makes her the first Indian female shooter to in fact reach an individual Olympic final in 20 years. So she's not just bringing back a bronze, but there's so much more that she's managed to achieve with this feat. And we've been speaking of the sensational performance that the Indian shooters have managed to put up in several international tournaments. Talk about the World Championship, University Championship, Asian Asian Games. They put up a stellar performance in 2023, in the beginning of 2024 as well. And that's why there were so many questions being asked on what really happens in Olympics. Tokyo was a big disappointment, and so all of them were seeking redemption, but the first one coming in from Manu Bhaker, really.
Yes, absolutely. You know, you talked about the distinction that Manu Bhaker has earned because, you know, you've had male shooters win medals for us in 2012. Of course, had, Gagan Narang and Vijay, etc. But we haven't had, female shooters do the same. So for Manu Bhaker to be in the finals and to now finally win a medal in shooting is a distinction that she has earned. And as I said, you know, she's a very unique athlete for us because she's capable of winning more medals and she's capable of delivering more, higher. She has 2 more events to go in the pistol events. So if she manages to bag another medal, she could become a double Olympic medalist, you know, almost overnight, and could become the first from India to actually bag multiple medals in a single edition. So that's a distinction that she would still need to go for. For her, the Olympics is not over. And I think mentally and physically, it would be important for the support staff to ensure that Manu Bhaker can maintain her focus and her physical peak because she still has more events to go.
Oh, yes. Manu's redemption after a pistol malfunction, like I said, in the qualifications at Tokyo Olympics 2021, that had reduced her to tears. But today, these are all smiles and a lot of pride really that the entire contingent is taking in this particular victory that's coming from Manu Bhaker. It's actually been quite a stellar performance. If we just talk about the medal round, Shivani, you know, until the last few seconds, she was placed at the second position. So from the bronze medal position to suddenly moving up to the second position, and a little bit of a setback again put her to the last. But a bronze was assured from Manu Bhaker right in the beginning of the medal round. You know, we saw her at the third place right in the beginning, and she maintained that consistency all throughout.
Yeah. So, you know, that's why I said that, you know, she was in contention for the silver. So she would be a little bit disappointed, you know, not managing to change the color of her medal. But she would be relieved as well, particularly, you know, given what has happened in the past. She would be relieved, to be able to get her medal this time around. It takes a lot of preparation, you know, especially for athletes who are competing at the Olympics and, you know, similar events of these kinds where, you get the opportunity to kind of show what you're made of only once in 2 years, 3 years or 4 years. So I think there was a lot of pressure riding on Manu Bhaker more than anything else. She's very young, of course. So it's not as if, you know, she wasn't capable of bouncing back from that kind of a pressure, but there is still pressure of a different kind on a young athlete. You've not really seen those kinds of ups and downs. But I think it's kudos to her, it's kudos to her family as well, to be able to do what she's managed to do in the short span of 3 years. Because last time around, there was so much tension on her, I remember. And there was so much disappointment surrounding Manu Bhaker because she had possibilities of winning medals in 3 events like she does this time around and around the shooting contingent. So, you know, to overcome all of that, like you said, she was, of course, in contention for the silver. She ultimately ended up behind the 2 Koreans in the tally. And one of them, the one who's won the gold, OYJ, has actually set an Olympic record to win the gold. So that gives you an idea of the kind of competition that you're dealing with. So,
but she surely has set things in motion for, you know, the entire contingent, isn't it?